Everyone, welcome to the CyberTank Weekly Variety Show. I'm your host this week. My name is Mike Fracentese. You might recognize me from the Tank Bar, where I was a frequent bartender and volunteer, or from the Flight Recorder reading series, a monthly poetry series that I have been hosting at the Tank from like November until March, when the Tank sadly shut down due to COVID. When that happened, we banded together, a few of us Tank regulars, to start creating CyberTank shows. So if this is your first time here, welcome. The CyberTank is a space where we are creating art online. We wanted to make art even though we were all quarantined, and we're doing it. We're just doing it. It's great. So welcome. This week's theme is mental health, and what are we all doing for our mental health under quarantine? How are we taking care of ourselves? How we are living with that. We've got some really great art for you today. I'm so excited to bring you some great new Tank work by some amazing longtime Tank artists. We've also got some exciting news coming up today about the Tank Gala. I've got a very special guest here with me. It's going to be a great time. So, I'm going to start us off with a piece by Ria T. DiLullo from the Skeleton Rep. This piece is called Getting Present Through Breath, Two Ways. In this video, Ria walks us through two different ways to get in touch with your own breath. Both are sensory, but one is props-oriented and the other is all about being hands-on with yourself. This piece was specifically conceived for the CyberTank Variety Show, inspired by Ria's work on Insta Live and Facebook Live as a fitness instructor and body worker during quarantine. Edited by Baron B. Bass. So I'm going to pull that up in just a moment. I will note also that while we're here, we are raising money for our Tank artists, so you can donate money both to the Tank or to Ria herself. Her Venmo will be on the screen. And while you were waiting for the show to start, I think you enjoyed some nice music by Anthony Dean, who is a longtime Tank staff member as well. So, all that said, we're going to go right into Ria's piece.
Hey there, folks. Ria T. DiLullo here. I am the artistic director of The Skeleton Rep. I tend to haunt the 56 along with some pretty other stellar artists, although we will periodically also show ourselves in the 99. I am up in Washington Heights right now. When not working on Skeleton Rep and hanging out at the Tank or ESPA primary stages, I can be found teaching Pilates and body work and body awareness. So I wanted to offer for May, our Mental Health Awareness Month, a few tips for getting in touch with our breath and getting grounded, connected, and present in that way. So the first one is a really simple intervention when things are going on, is to actually change what you're smelling. I know it sounds funny, but it really clicks the brain into a whole new place. So there are a bunch of different ways to change what you're smelling pretty quickly. That's what's fun about the nose and the olfactory senses, is they shift pretty rapidly. So you have sort of your traditional incense sticks. Sometimes we have these like compacted little guys, things like this. Good old traditional sage, a scented candle will often do the trick, or a roll-on smell of some kind made. I like them when they're made from essential oils personally, but a perfume that you really like can also do the trick. So the burning the stuff is pretty obvious. Burn it, light it, waft it around, and take some really big breaths. All right, so if you're going to burn stuff or grab a roller, go ahead and maybe find one, and we can try doing this together, all right? Open up your palm and spray it or drop a couple of drops of the essential oil, or this guy's a roller, and give it a good layering. Rub those hands together or light and waft. And then you want to take 3 big breaths in with the new scent. And if it's by your hands, make sure you've washed them ahead of time, obviously, but bring them close to your face. So that's a nice way just to bring yourself to the present moment and to be with yourself. Now there's one other way that's a great way that's a little bit more hands-on, and also if you have a little bit more space. So follow me. We're going to, I'm going to pop out and I'm going to slide back in. So you want to lay down. Make sure you can have your knees bent so that I like to check that my thighs are level. If my thighs are level, it means my knees are probably level, so my feet are level and my hips are square. You're going to take one hand and place it above your belly button, the other hand open and below. Let your arms rest and sink. You can close your eyes, which I find pleasant. I'm not going to because I find it makes for weird video. But if you're following along, close your eyes and take 3 breaths into your hands. Bring your hands apart, and now bring them to the left and the right side of your belly button. And breathe into your hands here. And then run your hands along your hips, fingertips pointed to your feet, heels of your hands pointed towards your head. And breathe into the width of you 3 times. And then slide your hands around to your back, and you can even tuck your fingertips between your back and the floor. Feel your shoulders open maybe, and breathe into your hands 3 times here. Allow your arms to extend out to straight with your palms facing the ceiling. And breathe into the barrel of your chest without forcing it. Right? Breath is an ancient mechanism that knows how to do what it's supposed to do. You don't have to force it. You just got to get in touch with it. To release yourself from this position, I find shifting my gaze in one direction, letting my knees fall, moving my hand around to that side, adjusting to the fetal position, before pushing my hand into the floor to sit up and across. Alright, so those are 2 ways to get in touch with your breath and hopefully be a little bit more present and in the moment. One is needing of some external object, but can also be done quickly. The other one is only involving you, but definitely takes a little bit more time. Thanks for tuning in, and if you like that kind of stuff, feel free to follow me along at DiLullo Ria, my name backwards, at DiLullo Ria, Ria T. DiLullo, or Skeleton Rep, where you can also find my theatrical work and production work. Thanks so much for being here, and enjoy the rest of the Tank cyberspace.
And we're back. So while we're all here today, I moved my chair to do that exercise. So now I have no chair. It's all good. While we're here today, I want to encourage everybody to subscribe to The Tank here on YouTube. There's going to be a lot more art coming down the pipe over the next few weeks. We've got our weekly Tank Variety shows. We've got some more coming up later tonight with Fast and Furious at 7 here on YouTube as well. So subscribe, like our videos, stay present with The Tank on YouTube. The next piece coming up is The Loop by S.J. Willett. S.J. writes, "This piece is a video reading of The Loop, which is about my panic attacks, and I hope it brings some compassion and understanding for those having to deal with them. I like to experiment with soundscapes and felt that this format was able to capture the different internal voices on video, but usually this piece needs 3 people for it to be executed properly when performing it live. I feel that when you can incorporate other people's voices into your work, then the piece becomes more than what the author intended and becomes more of a communal experience for the readers and audience members. Thanks also to Jersey City Writers Meetup for allowing me to workshop this poem to their group." Really excited for this. I, too, am somebody that suffers from panic attacks, so I'm really, really ready for some art about that under quarantine. SJ's Venmo will appear on the screen as well. It is Steve Willett 2. I would encourage you to, if you're feeling generous, if you're in a good economic place, to send some money to our amazing artists tonight as well. Thanks so much. Here is S.J. Willett with The Loop.
The loop begins with a simple thought.
You have ruined everything.
A voice that is both familiar
You
and
have
foreign,
ruined
everything.
everything.
On, thumping
You
in
have
my
ruined
mind,
everything.
like a pinball hitting
You have
every nerve
ruined
in its
everything.
path, working its
You have
way
ruined
through my body,
everything.
my
You
stomach
have ruined
burning with
everything.
bile and
You have
clench.
ruined everything. You have
My own
ruined
thoughts
everything.
drown in the rising
You have
tide of
ruined
this voice
everything.
that volunteers my
You have
body to
ruined
solitary
everything.
confinement
You
as
have
I
ruined
twist.
everything. You have ruined
Inward.
everything. You have ruined
My brain is on fire with
everything.
heat I can't quench.
You have
My,
ruined
every synapse is
everything.
ablaze,
You have
consumed by the
ruined
loop.
everything.
The loop. The
You have
loop.
ruined
The loop.
everything.
The
You have
loop.
ruined
The loop.
everything.
The goddamn
You have
loop.
ruined everything. You have ruined everything.
My legs stiff,
You
it
have
causes
ruined
movement to
everything.
show
You have
slow.
ruined everything.
Everything
You have
slows
ruined
except my
everything.
heart,
You have ruined
which outpaces
everything.
itself
You
at
have
exorbitant
ruined everything.
speeds.
You have
Blood
ruined
rushes with
everything.
urgency.
You have ruined
as
everything.
filling
You have
gaps,
ruined everything.
trying to fill gaps
You have
and
ruined
gasps.
everything.
My body feels
You have
taut
ruined
as breath
everything.
becomes
You have
scarce.
ruined everything.
I
You
can't.
have ruined everything. You have ruined
can't.
everything. You have ruined everything. You have ruined everything. You have ruined everything.
Breathe.
You have ruined everything.
Air
You have
fills my
ruined
lungs
everything.
momentarily,
You have ruined
and I sip it
everything.
in.
You have ruined
Droplets of an
everything.
inferno.
You have ruined everything. You
Breathe.
have ruined everything. You have ruined
Oh
everything.
God, I just need a moment to
You
catch
have
up with
ruined
myself.
Everything. You have ruined
Breathe.
everything. You have
I catch up
ruined
with my breath.
everything.
A cup
You
of
have
cold
ruined
quells my
everything.
cortex a little.
You have ruined
Calmness is
everything.
distant but present.
You have ruined everything.
No matter how
You have
small, it is
ruined
welcome.
Everything.
It is hope.
You have ruined everything.
Breathe.
You've ruined everything. You
The
have
sound of my
ruined
voice returns
everything.
faintly. I
You
use
have
this return
ruined
skill to create my
everything.
own
You
loop.
have ruined
I close my eyes and
everything.
mutter,
You have ruined
you could do
everything.
this. You could
You
do
have
this.
ruined
You could do
everything.
this.
You
You
could
could do
ruin
this.
everything.
You could do this.
You have
You could do
ruined
this.
everything.
You could do
You have
this.
ruined
Just
everything.
breathe.
You have ruined everything. You have ruined everything.
The loop falters as my voice
You
grows.
have ruined
I could do this.
everything.
I could do
You
this.
have ruined
I could do this.
everything.
I could do
You
this.
have
I could do
ruined
this. I could do this.
everything. You have ruined
Time begins to steady.
everything.
Breathe.
You've ruined everything.
Each
You
breath
have
becomes a
ruined
bigger wave to smite the fire.
everything.
A salve of soul.
You
A
have
breath of
ruined
life.
everything.
Breathe.
You have ruined everything. You have
Life spins
ruined
back to normal with quick
everything.
efficiency as the loop drifts off.
You have
And I
ruined
stand there and sob, elated to be in my own skin, in my own voice, breath, all the while knowing my cure is palliative, as warden and inmate walk hand in hand down the corridors of my mind.
That was a fantastic piece, SJ. Thank you for that. Really captured the experience of a panic attack. Really conveyed that. I always love seeing poetry here at the Tank or at the CyberTank. That's always my go-to art, and it really excites me that other people are making that here as well. Especially poetry like that really uses the possibilities of the form, in this case video or theater spaces at the Tank. There's a lot you can do with art that people don't always think about. So that was a real pleasure. I'm so excited to keep us moving forward here. Our next piece is by Giorgia Valenti. It's called "This Is Me Eating My Eating Disorder." This Is Me Eating is a project series sprung from an idea by Giorgia Valenti, a co-artistic director, to life thanks to elaborate and inspiring conversations with at Alia Theater. The goal of the project is to make space for anyone, that's right, anyone, to express their relationship to their body. And the sky is the limit. This can be done in any shape or form, any style, in any medium, film, dance, documentary, monologue, poetry, etc. It can be shared, or it can be just an incentive for some personal thinking. No, it does not have to be artsy, it just has to be you. Fill in the blank of the title, that is, this is blank, with what you wish to explore. Create your own version of the project, and, well, you may discover that you are not alone. Beautiful description. I'm really excited to look into this larger project and maybe create something for it myself. I don't know, maybe. I can do it, you can do it. I think plenty of folks should get it. But for this piece, we're going to be seeing Giorgia Valenti. Her Venmo is going to be on the screen as well. And again, going to keep ringing this bell. If you're going to give money to our artists, please feel free to do so. Mutual aid is what it's all about right now.
A woman walks on stage. A notably beautiful woman. One that you see on the street and you say, that is a beautiful woman. One of those. Me. Every woman is a beautiful woman. She walks on stage wearing a bra and underwear. Everyday like nose. Maybe socks? My feet get cold. How do you eat? How do you speak? How do you date? What behaviors and thoughts does this bring up? How does it affect the idea of the self and that of the other? Should I be the observer of my art, or should I be its subject? How do you laugh? How do you drink? How do you dress? I heard that if you hug someone for 10 seconds or more, it means that you really trust them. I think I allowed myself to hug my eating disorder too long. Or maybe it was hugging me. My eating disorder is like an addiction. I like it, I want it, I trust that it is good for me, and starving myself becomes a comfortable behavior. Do audiences, by taking the role of observers of someone else's conversation with their mental illness, would this art piece turn into a therapeutic practice for me and fish? E con il mangiare? Yeah, about that. There's something I need to tell you.
Giorgia, cazzo, niente, non ti sento di nuovo. Che microfono hai? Non si sente mai niente.
Non importa, lascia stare.
No, scusa, solo perché ho perso connessione non mi parli più.
La nutrizionista ha detto, e anche la terapista, ma non so quanto serie fossero onestamente. Comunque, hanno detto che magari sarebbe meglio mettermi in una specie di residenza quest'estate.
In che senso?
Like a place with other people, with group therapy. But I think they don't actually go. I think they thought of it as a warning to make me work on my eating.
Ma perché non stai migliorando?
Mamma, non ti preoccupare. Penso che stessero esagerando apposta. Really, Mom, I'm not doing so bad. Sono alti e bassi.
Yeah, ups and downs. You're talking like an addicted. It's
Mamma.
your fuel, I don't understand
Mamma,
why.
calmati, ascoltami. Non sto cercando di... Stai esagerando. I will be alright, it's just hard, you know.
God, this is my fault. Ti ho lasciato andare in quella città quando avevi solo 17 anni e non sono lì a nutrirti, a prendermi cura di te come una brava mamma, e quella città ti sta mangiando viva.
No, please breathe. I'm happy here. I'm
Sì, I'm a fighter. You're too young to fight. You shouldn't... Non dovresti essere una fighter. I dottori hanno suggerito che se io venissi là staresti meglio. Non dicono mai niente su questo. Should I come? I don't know. I would like to understand.
How do you talk? How do you smoke? You talk to your family.
Guarda, dopo aver lavorato con i newyorkesi, ti posso dire che non ne ho mai conosciuto uno che non avesse un problema col bere o non andasse da un terapista. È una città cattiva, costruita per schiacciarti. Non capisco perché, con tutto quello che sta succedendo nel mondo, offri ti preoccupi di una cosa come il tuo peso e la tua forma. Sei così bella. And I'm just wondering, do you really think you need this and the medication? Io devo ammettere che di queste cose non ne capisco molto, non è esattamente il mio campo, ma ho sempre ammirato la tua capacità di gestire priorità. Non so da dove viene fuori questa cosa, quando siamo insieme non mi sembra di notare tutti questi tuoi problemi.
Papà è piato di come me la metti giù tu.
And we are back. Another fantastic piece. I'm really excited by the work that these folks are putting out, even now, even under quarantine. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great time. Feel free, as always, to interact in the chat. Drop a "How are you doing, everyone?" So you can drop a response to that in the chat. Little audience banter with me, your host. I'm not stalling. I'm just making conversation on a nice May day. We've got a few more pieces for you today. I'm really excited about this next one. I've not actually had a chance to watch this next one yet, and I'm so thrilled to. It's Sam Soghor, who you will recognize, or whose voice you'll recognize if you've been around the Tank much. Sam works front of house there at the Tank very often. I'm obviously not doing that right now since the Tank's closed its doors, but it was always, for me, a delight to show up at the Tank and see Sam back in the box office. Sam's a great dude. The description for this piece, as per Sam, is as follows. The Tank does not endorse cell phone use while driving. This is a trained professional. Do not try this at home. So, that said, here is Sam Soghor's Untitled CyberTank piece.
Yo, I mean, it's hard to keep one's sanity at any time, but when the world is upside down like this, it's mental. You know, people are on social media saying all different types of things. You got the news, you got extremist theories. It's a lot to handle. You know, some people are out here, they don't believe in germ theory. Other people are out here, you know, they're getting so mad, you know, but people aren't wearing masks. I saw the photos. Shout out to Christian for verifying that photo. That was the West Village this past weekend. Mad people not wearing masks. Do all those people just not believe in germ theory, or they don't give a fuck? You know, I'm worried. I'm out here worried that I'm gonna get sick from this shit. Take it easy. I'm already sick in the head. You know, it's hard to keep one's sanity. You know, we have elected officials. They're supposed to look out for us. The price of a New York City subway token was fucking 5 cents. Okay, subway, I don't know, they had tokens all the way back then either in the late 1800s, turn of the century. But it was 5 cents for a long time because the politicians kept it that way. I don't know if that's analogous, but look how much politicians were looking out for people back then. They were making these fucking subway go bankrupt to keep that 5 cents fare. Now, just to make a buck, they're not regulating anything. They're letting the chickens go through. They want to process more chickens a minute. Talking about the inspector's got to look at 3 chickens a second. You know fecal matter's getting through. You know some weird shit is getting through there. That's who could inspect 3 chickens adequately a second. So, you know, it's weird that they're not taking care, and it's outrageous. So it's enough to make you want to, you know, blow your mind up. But, you know, peace and love. Let's try to just stay chill, because I think that's really important. But, you know, it's all a lot of bullshit with the fucking meat and dairy industries. There's a lot of meat and dairy in our society because of lobbying. You know, it's not natural. Like our ancestors, like, I don't know, like there's maybe certain people in certain niche areas of the world, it's like there's just surviving on animals. But a lot of peoples of the world, is a more agrarian thing. I'm talking about going back 10,000 years, 20,000 years to the time of the goddess, serpent worship. So what I'm saying is, you know, things are topsy-turvy. A lot of people out here talking about Tiger King. I don't watch that shit, you know? I don't want to see that. I don't even want to I'm not going to consume that type of fare, you know? I don't want to see animals in cages. Haven't been in the zoo since I'm 14 years old. I'm not trying to say, I'm just saying, what if this was a referendum? You know, now that's magical thinking. That's crazy talk. But I try to keep it, you know, chill. I'm not Christian. Again, shout out, I'm not talking about 5G, at least in this video. And I'm not, I mean, no, you know, but I'm not going to get into, you know, you could get into the Eastern, quite frankly. You could get into the Eastern. Is this Kali Yuga, you know? I'd like to think of the Gaia theory that I brought up on one of the previous CyberTanks. You know, it's all oneness. The Earth is just all one. And, you know, shit is crazy. But really, I think people should be outraged. If you're going to eat meat, buy the organic, maybe sacrifice a vacation. I don't know. I know the eggs where the chickens see the light of day are more expensive. And not everyone can do that. But I would say, like, if there's another place to cut back, you know what I mean? Water down your whiskey. You know what I'm saying? Alright, look. Peace and love. I'm having like an OCD thing, like how do I even end this video? I don't hope I'm not alienating people. But I just stay hydrated, basic stuff. get lots of sleep, be kind to each other, and seek truth, you know? Question, go down those Wikipedia holes, learn about the earth, learn the lay of the land, you know? We're all, you know what I mean? What are we here for? What is this all about? Some Eastern philosophy ways of looking at this, if I may, is like, it's all on, off, being and not being. It is all existence and not existence at the same time.
Excellent. Sam, you're that was good. That was really good. Shit is crazy, and I am gonna water down my whiskey tonight for you. That piece really captured something I miss about the tank, which was just like talking to people. Like a lot of that piece had for me, Sam, just the cadence of like a conversation with you, which is such a fun thing. I love the conversational nature of that art. So next up, we have a piece by former tank intern Gina Gina Ricker. I'm so sorry. So we had some technical difficulties with this piece. I think the video quality was possibly too good for my computer to handle. So before the show started, we were trying the videos out, and this one was a little choppy. So during the show, we've encoded it to a smaller form. So this might be a little bit lower quality than the original recording, but hopefully it will work. What's fun about this is that now I have to...
My thoughts sing clouds.
Okay, that didn't quite work, but I think I figured out how to make it work. So we're going to try it again from the top. Thanks for bearing with us, and thank you for bearing with us, Gina in particular. Sorry for the technical delays.
My thoughts are like passing clouds. I'm not trying to be anywhere but where I am. What was that? Did I turn the oven off? Did I turn the oven off 3 years ago? Are my toes supposed to look like that? Breathing is harder than I remember. Do I have shortness of breath? Can I smell anything? Have I ever been able to smell anything? My foot is falling asleep. Do British people think in British accents? Do British people think in British accents? La 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 la. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 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 Nice, I wasn't thinking. Fuck.
Thank you, Gina. That was... Gina is not just a fantastic tank artist and a former tank intern, she's also producing this year's Tank Gala, which is 2 weeks from today, I think. I actually don't know that much about the Tank Gala, so what I'm gonna do really quick is I'm gonna go see if I can find some info. I'm gonna have one of my roommates cover the stream while I'm gone. Maybe I'll come back knowing more about the Tank Gala. I don't know. Sorry, I actually don't know anything. Enjoy my roommate.
Hey everybody, it's me, Colin, Operations Manager at the Tank, and this is Miss O, the house cat. Alright, you're free. The Tank Gala is coming up in a scant 2 weeks on Tuesday, that's the month it is, May 19th. It's a virtual gala this year, which is something we've never done before, never had to do before, but I think it's going to be extremely fun this year. We have a ton of great performances coming your way. We have Emmy nominee Dennis O'Hare performing a piece. We have Tony winner Tonya Pinkins, who did a show with the Tank earlier in 2019, performing. We have the gala is honoring Mara Isaacs, producer of Broadway's Hadestown, and so we have some members of the cast of Hadestown performing at the gala. We also have a ton of Tank regulars who are going to be performing there as well, including the hosts of Cootie Gang, ex-Mayo, who now works for The Daily Show, who had previously done Who Made the Potato Salad is going to be there. Who else do we have there? It's a real who's who. It's hosted by Andrea Coleman, whose Woke Laws, Whack or Woke you may have seen at the Tank. That's a regular series we do. And the best thing is that tickets start at just $30 if you are an artist. Now, the night's going to include food, which is fantastic. Chef Jen De La Vega is going to walk you through from your homes how to cook the entire dinner that is going to be part of the gala. And if you are interested, you can get the ingredients for the dinner sent directly to your home. If you purchase tickets, I think starting at the $60 or $100 level, you can get food and or wine sent directly to your home. So to find out more about that and purchase your tickets, you can head on over to tankgala2020.org. If you are interested in getting food delivered to your home, you got to get your tickets by this Saturday, May 9th. That is the final day. That will still give us time to get food sent to your house. Otherwise, if you're purchasing at just the $30 level, you can still participate in the dinner portion, the guided dinner portion. We'll send you the ingredients list, and you'll just have to trek out into Plague World and get the ingredients on your own. So the artists, we do suffer. Other than that, that's the gala. We hope to see you all there. It's going to be a really fun night. I'll be lurking there. Mike might be lurking there. The cat might be lurking there. Who knows? So come check it out. And back to you, Mike.
I am so excited for the Tank Gala this year. I am going to get my ticket today, maybe. I don't know. I might. I'm very excited about that show. It's going to be fantastic. I did know some of that. I did not know that Emmy Award winner Dennis O'Hare would be there. That's great. We love Dennis. Strong choice to end on that note with that little blurb. So we have one more piece for you today. It's by longtime Tank artist Travis Amiel, who has done some really fantastic work with Fast and Furious, with Theater Sucks. I'm so excited for this piece. Travis's description is as follows: a brief little bit about what's on my mind and what I'm doing nowadays. That's it. Okay, this is Travis Amiel's Feeling My Feelings. That was really beautiful and so bittersweet. Thank you, Travis. And thank you again to all of our wonderful artists from tonight. And thank you to you, our viewers here at the CyberTank Weekly Variety Show. Once again, I want to ring the bell of you should subscribe to our YouTube channel here at The Tank on YouTube. Going to be a lot of great work coming your way this month, including but not limited to the Tank Gala in 2 weeks. Tonight at 7 p.m. here on YouTube will be Fast and Furious, which for those of you that don't know is a monthly show of art that's created in response to the changing times, hosted by none other than Tank regular amazing artist Kev Berry, which is fantastic. And then tomorrow night on Twitch, I will be running the Flight Simulator remote readings, which is my weekly poetry live stream, also under the auspices of CyberTank. That's all I got to plug for you today, except for Email Pro, which is also happening this Thursday at 7 on Twitch as well. The twitch.tv/the CyberTank, maybe? I don't know. Look up Email Pro. It's really great. So this is it for our weekly show this week. Thank you all for coming. Please check out the rest of our offerings online and have a great night.